Hello everybody, this is BC Game Time, and it is time to play the Stanley Parable. Now this game originally, well not this game, but a version of this game created on the Source engine, originally came out in 2011 sometime, and I played it back in the day, and I was really impressed with it. Even though it was kind of short, it was still pretty impressive the way the game could take you, and basically no matter what you tried to do, the guy had something to say. This apparently has evolved that idea, and let's see how it goes. The end is never, the end is never, the end is loading, never. Yeah, maybe.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. No. Me too.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is my left, right? Okay, let's go.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, maybe.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah. So, coffee. Okay, I'm bored now. Let's go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Another painting. Where does this go?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's mean. I'm good at following directions. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. I don't know.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Maybe you're a
not
jerk.
blaming me, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Sure.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
You?
Please, What? Really?
Yeah?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Possibly.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yeah? Yeah, you got me killed in the last game, you jerk.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Okay.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I don't think so. I like blue. It's my favorite color.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
No.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yes, right. Yeah, I'm walking.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, it is.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
I will.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've
I
chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ha! The end.
You see?
Right.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
For me.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Apparently not.
And
The
in
story's
the
not
end, it was
done.
all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
No, I wanted to see
Stanley, help
a finished
elucidate
room.
the strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Rainbows,
Skill trees?
unicorns.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Aye.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design. And
Okay.
you can give me some feedback.
I'll give you another try.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, last time you gave me, like, 2 choices, and then you just killed me then. So I'll give 80%.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're getting somewhere. Clearly, there's something here that speaks to you.
Yeah.
If I can be
a
honest
little
here,
brighter,
I really
maybe.
don't have any idea where I'm going with this.
Well,
This
apparently
whole
not.
third
Maybe
door
it's
thing was just
stupid.
a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so
Literally
let's
dark.
keep this party train rolling.
All right.
Here, based on
Choo-choo.
the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
I'm sure.
Let's take a look.
What is this? Oh, what's it? Ooh, Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Good old Neil, 2 seconds. Where am I at? I've been. Oh, come on. Whatever. You don't know. What? Whoa, where are we going? The worst 3 players? What? 3%? Are you saying I'm bad? Whatever. 93. Yeah, sure. That's you stupid jerk. I'm going back through here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
No.
Again, honest answers, please.
I was in last place, you jerk.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
Yeah, it's
all about the
well,
desperation and tedium of
more of a
endlessly
jerk.
confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
I think the
But of
art world will
course,
take notice.
The message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Don't go towards the fire, baby! No, Samuel! Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're stupid. You walk with the fire. Yeah, look at what happened to you. You just burned up.
You
I bet you won't do it again.
Bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies?
No.
Or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
You're the
I
one who
can't
threw the
think
paper.
of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
Okay.
It's over.
Ooh,
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Sure. Whoa!
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this,
I'm
Stanley.
gonna make my own world.
I'm going to build a house.
What? I can't do anything in here. What?
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley.
What a crappy
Look at
house.
It.
I am.
Gaze upon my work of art
It's
and
crap.
feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Oh, yeah.
But you've
I
only
built the
seen
house
it
for
from the outside.
one person can
You've
stand
only
it.
gotten half the experience. Please, step inside.
I can
and
see
make
it.
yourself comfortable.
Whatever. Okay, let's go. I can't even fit. I'm fat. I can't.
Isn't it
there we go.
grand?
Yeah, it's
Isn't
great.
it perfect?
I love
It could only be
dirt
better
in my
if-
face.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
What?
Diamond.
Okay.
Everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go
Okay.
mining.
Yeah, diamond. Where are we going? Where? I can't dig. I don't understand.
Oh my! It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I don't have an inventory. I don't know. Did I? You're shoved me in this stupid world. You jerk. Ooh, mushrooms. Can't do anything. This is, okay, let's go.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
I can't even jump.
Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Heard a zombie. I also hear somebody coming in.
Yes!
Ooh,
I
Portal.
don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Me too.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out.
Portal?
Okay, now I'm curious.
Oh, wait, pick stuff
Go
up.
find out what the hell this is.
I want the radio. My radio. My radio's coming with me.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Really? How did Portal make it in here? Whatever. I guess it's a... Sure. I'm taking this radio still. My radio.
Actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
I'm
I
going-
really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
took my radio.
And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And
Condescending
perhaps
asshole.
every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley
Yeah, you will.
who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made.
You
The
took
thought
the elevator
won't
up.
last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work, and I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Me too. Well, that's it? You're really gonna leave me here? Ooh. Alright. Well, I believe I am all out of time. I'm going to continue this soon. This is a pretty interesting game. It's a little bit bad. It's quite a bit more in depth than I remember last time. If you took the bad path and just ignored him the whole time, basically you just ended up at the end pretty quickly. I'm pretty impressed so far. I'm guessing I'm going to be jumping down into this hole or the game, or I die. I don't know. So let's see what happens in my next video. But thank you so much for watching. If you'd like, you can click subscribe and also take a look at other videos that I've done. And that is it. Goodbye.